What's up, YouTube? Jeff, your Style O.G. And on today's video, we're going to discuss 10 ways you can get a harder erection. If you're new to the channel, we release a new video every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern, discussing various men's lifestyle topics such as style, grooming, and dating. I invite you to subscribe, tap that notification bell, and join us. And to my returning friends like Evan Ingram, salute. There are times in life when you go to get a job done and your equipment just lets you down. Your tools don't function as well as they should. And yes, that includes in the bedroom. Sometimes your erection is just not as hard as you want or need it to be. But fortunately, there are things you can do about a less than optimal erection. And that's what we're gonna talk about on today's video. On today's video, I've got 10 things you can try to get a harder erection. So without any further delay, let's hop right into it. Now, to understand why the first tip might help you get a harder erection, we first need to know what causes an erection. What gives you an erection is when you get aroused, there's increased blood flow to your penis, making it hard. So it stands to reason if your erection isn't as hard as you would like it to be, you'd want to increase the blood flow. Here's where our first tip comes in. Get more regular exercise. One of the causes for a less than optimal erection is being overweight. Being overweight decreases blood flow. Exercise itself and losing weight increases the blood flow, including to your penis. So what you want to strive for is at least 30 minutes a day of cardio activity, but you also want to strengthen the muscles around the penis. Do exercises such as Kegels and Pilates. So one of the things I definitely recommend you try first to get a harder erection, increase your exercise. Now, just as increasing some things such as exercise will help with your erections, we also need to moderate or decrease other things to help. Case in point, if you're having trouble with your erections, try reducing your alcohol intake. Now, I'm not saying you have to cut alcohol all the way out. You just need to make sure you're only using it in moderation. Here's why. Alcohol is a depressant. It dampens your mood. It also can decrease your sexual desire, making it harder to achieve and keep an erection. And drinking alcohol above moderation can decrease your sexual sensitivity and your sexual response. So if you realize your erections are not what you would like them to be, take a look at your alcohol consumption. Reducing it might help. Now, with a lot of the tips we're going to talk about on today's video, there are things you can do yourself. Lifestyle changes, for example. But you might get to the point or might already be at the point that you realize you need outside help. If that's the case, get yourself some medical treatment. Specifically, you might want to look into medicine or medical treatment for erectile dysfunction. There may be some underlying causes, whether they're psychological or physical, that could be leading to your erectile dysfunction or less quality erection. And if that's the case, it's probably not going to be something you can fix yourself. Reach out to a medical provider, especially if you see this is an ongoing problem and you try things to fix it and it just doesn't work. You might need some medical treatment to help you get harder erection. Now, I get it. It can be a little challenging to reach out for help for something as personal as a lower quality erection or erectile dysfunction. If you're someone who does want help but want to do it very privately, I highly recommend you talk to the healthcare professionals at today's video sponsor, Roman. If you want help with erectile dysfunction, Roman makes it very easy to discuss and treat ED. Now, when it comes to erectile dysfunction, it's something we often brush off or blame ourselves for. But Roman is here to give you the advice and the help you need with no shame. With Roman, you get a free online evaluation and ongoing care for erectile dysfunction, all from the comfort and privacy of your own home. A healthy life includes a healthy sex life. And if you're struggling with erectile dysfunction, you definitely won't feel like your best self. A healthcare professional will work directly with you to come up with a treatment plan that works specifically for you. Roman will connect you with a licensed U.S. healthcare professional, and if deemed appropriate, they will prescribe the medicine you need to treat your erectile dysfunction. And then Roman will ship real medicine to you with free 2-day shipping. And getting started is very simple. All you have to do is go to getroman.com/style and complete an online visit. And because you're a member of the Style O.G family, Roman is offering a special discount. If approved, you will get $15 off your first erectile dysfunction treatment. Erectile dysfunction used to be tough to talk about, but not anymore. Now there's Roman. So make sure you hit that link in the description and get started with treating your erectile dysfunction today. The next thing you can do to try to achieve a harder erection, you want to try to reduce the stress in your life. Stress can have hormonal effects on your body, thus decreasing the quality of your erections. Chronic stress can have an effect on the male reproductive system, causing erectile dysfunction, decreased sexual desire and performance, and it even can lead to impotence. So if you find you're struggling with having quality, harder erections, and you know you have increased levels of stress in your life, that might be the cause. Want to get harder erections? One of the solutions might be to reduce your stress levels. Now, just like with any performance issue with your body, a less than hard erection may have to do with the fuel you put in it. Yes, making some dietary changes could lead to harder erections. Now, the first dietary change you might want to make: decrease the intake of fatty foods, processed foods, and fried foods. Excessive consumption of these foods can lead to obesity and decreased circulatory issues. Remember, blood flow is what leads to erection. But not only do you want to reduce these kind of foods, you want to increase other foods. You want to eat more whole grains, vegetables, and fruits. The nutrients in these foods increase the blood flow to your penis. They can also lower your cholesterol and help you increase the antioxidant level. Remember, just like with any function in your body, you want to have the right fuel. So remember, decrease fatty foods, fried foods, and processed foods, and eat more whole grains, vegetables, and fruits. Now we're going to talk about something that improves your overall health, but specifically can help with those erections. You want to make sure you're getting consistent, regular nights of sleep. There have been studies that show a connection between erectile dysfunction, lack of sleep, and sleep disorders. And decreased quality of sleep can show an effect in less than a week. Those who have a regular lack of sleep are more likely to accumulate plaque in their arteries, naturally decreasing your blood flow, making it difficult to achieve and maintain quality erection. Now, the average guy should shoot for 6 to 8 quality hours of sleep every night. It's great for your overall health, but it may specifically help increase blood flow throughout your body, including to your penis. Now, next up, we have another tip you may need to seek outside help for to help you with your erection. It may be advantageous for you to get your testosterone levels checked. Here's why. Lower testosterone levels can lead to several things: the decrease in production of male hormones, reduced sex drive, irritability, and lower testosterone can often be an indicator of increased cortisol levels. When you have increased cortisol levels, it's at the detriment in the production of your testosterone, your male hormone, your sex hormone, which it can make it more difficult to get turned on and thus achieve a quality erection. So if you find you've been struggling with erectile dysfunction or decreased quality in your erections, you may want to get your testosterone levels checked. Now, next up is another tip that without a doubt will help with your overall health, but definitely will help with blood flow to your penis. If you're smoking, stop. Now, of course, most of us know that smoking is bad for you, very unhealthy, but specifically when it comes to blood flow. Smoking makes your blood vessels thicker and narrower, making it, of course, much more difficult for blood to flow through those vessels. Smoking will affect just about every organ in your body, including your penis. Smoking dampens circulation and can lead to coronary heart disease. Smoking, of course, will affect your overall health, but if you're suffering from less than ideal erections, it could be the cigarettes. Now, for my next tip, this one may come a little bit as a surprise, and it's directed at my playboys out there. Did you realize that staying faithful can lead to harder erections? As a matter of fact, a lot of times if you go to the doctor to get help with your erections, one of the first questions they'll ask, are you unfaithful? Being unfaithful can lead to less than quality erections. And here's the theory behind it. A guy who's cheating oftentimes will feel guilty, have anxiety and stress trying to cover it up. Remember what we said earlier, stress can lead to less than ideal erections. If you're a cheater, you're under stress. So not only is being faithful a sign of integrity, it also may help you have better erections. Speaking of being faithful, one of the best things you can do to achieve better erections, if you're seeing you're having issues, talk with your partner. And I mean have an open, honest discussion with your partner. You guys may need to talk about boredom. There may be some anxieties in your relationship. You might just have some disconnects when it comes to intimacy. If you have an open, honest discussion, there are things you and your partner may decide you can try to do. You might want to spice things up. You could do some role play, maybe some new positions, or it might just be as simple as having discussions about intimacy. Remember, sex is just not a physical thing. It's a mental thing as well. Maybe even more mental than physical. And if you're in a caring, loving relationship and you guys are having trouble with the quality of your erections, try having an open and honest discussion with your partner. Now I get it, having an erection that's not as hard as you would like or need can be very frustrating and embarrassing. But fortunately, there are things you can do about it yourself and seeking outside treatment. If you take a look at or try several of the things on this list, I firmly believe, pun intended, you'll be on your way to harder erections.